Yo, it's Stealth, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play the next permaband hero in ranked Magic. A couple things I want to say as to why I'm making this guide. She recently lost her team with BP, and she was given a few buffs that make people realize she's a lot better than they originally thought. You know, she's the exact same as before, but just a couple minor adjustments. The second reason for this guide is because I previously did a guide on how to use Magic's Ultimate, which is pretty good in my opinion. So why not just finish what I started? If you have doubts about my guide, here's a little bit about myself. I peaked in Eternity, maining Magic. I was top 75 Magic last season, and I have over 100 hours on her. Before we actually start the guide, to give you a quick rundown on how this will work, I'll be explaining Magic's kit, how to use it to the best of your ability, I'll be explaining combos and playstyles, etc. There'll be timestamps if you need them, and that's enough yapping. Let's get to the start of it. I think the biggest mistake that new Magic players often make is that they have too much confidence. Now, don't get me wrong, it's great to be confident when playing Magic. She's aggressive, mobile, flashy, and it's tempting to dive and try to make big plays. Magic has the tools to do such. But she's not invincible, and overestimating what you can get away with leads to feeding to the enemy team. So, how should you fix this? Well, for starters, you should be patient with your target and wait for them to be badly positioned. When playing dive, you're not really going to be playing with your team per se, but you should always know how and where your team is so you're not always in a bad position. And last thing, being a smart Magic player means knowing when to push and when to pull back. Your cooldowns and positioning are key in your gameplay as Magic. The simplest solution to some of this is to communicate with your team. A good DPS should always be communicating with the team so you always have the upper advantage when entering fights. Now with that out of the way, let's talk about Magic's kit. To start off, let's talk about Magic's passive, Limbo's Might. Magic's passive converts damage inflicted on enemies into bonus health for yourself. This is the primary reason why new Magic players often feed so much. They believe that since you get more HP, the more damage you do, they should just frontline and act like a brawl type of character, even though she's played more like a dive with the ability to brawl. Your passive is the reason you survive so much as Magic, especially when you ult. Next up, Magic's primary, Soul Sword. It's super simple. Magic slashes her sword, dealing 75 damage. Your primary is the main thing you need to combo when playing Magic, since it's not like BP with his dash being his main ability for damage. Another one, real quick, is Magic's melee. It's a melee that does 40 damage and is one of the most important feats of playing Magic. Magic Slash is a piercing projectile based move which does 45 to 90 damage based on how much you charge the move with a max charge time of 2 seconds. Now for max damage, you only need to charge for 1.2 seconds. And depending on how many targets you hit, can lower the cooldown of Stepping Disc by 1 second. This move is either your combo starter or finisher. You'd usually do a full charge if you are some sort of distance with your target, and can really injure a squishy and can easily be finished with a combo. I'll explain combos later. You'd use a short 45 damage for finishers and combos as a last bit of damage for larger HP heroes. You'd use the short 45 damage for finishers and combos as a last bit of damage for larger HP heroes. And you have the option to hold for a little bit longer to squeeze in a little bit more damage if the damage you did doesn't suffice. The Stepping Disc is your best friend when playing Magic. It opens gateways to so many combos and up your survivability. To quickly explain the Stepping Disc, Magic jumps through a Stepping Disc, teleporting a short distance in the direction of movement, becoming invincible while teleporting. Like I just said, this ability is your main way of starting combos because once you leave the portal, you have the option to choose one of two moves, the spin and your demon. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of the spin because I low-key struggled to say it last time in my Dark Child guide, but the spin is when Magic spins while swinging the Soul Sword after exiting a Stepping Disc doing 50 damage. This is going to be your starter for certain combos as well as the finisher, but only in certain situations. Now, the spin is one of the key signs of a good or bad Magic, mainly depending on how often you use the spin. A bad/new Magic player would usually spam the spin every time they're fighting someone, while a good Magic will only use it for combos, don't worry, we're almost there at the combos, and certain situations. I'll get to that later as to what I mean by that. If the Stepping Disc is your best friend, then a demon is your favorite child because it's good for combos, upping your survivability, destroying environments and summons like Pennymines, Rocket Amp, Rocket Res, you name it. To explain, when exiting a stepping disc, if you choose the ability Demon's Rage, Magik summons a Limbo Demon that attacks enemies doing 20 damage per hit. For those wondering, no, it does not move. Hopefully you knew that though. Anyway, I can't really explain why the demon is that good and the key to a good Magik's kit, so just wait a little bit more, I'll explain it later. Last move, your dash. Alright, Magik's dash is simple. You dash forward, if you hit an enemy, you launch yourself and the target up, doing 85 damage. Typically, you'd use your dash for combos, and when things get too intense, you can use it as an escape. I know what you're thinking. Stealth, I need help hitting my dashes. You probably weren't thinking that, but either way, I have an answer. The reason why Magik's dash feels impossible to hit is because it's not based on your crosshair. It's based on your hitbox. Number one way to fix it is simple. Just try removing your crosshair. Just try. If you're too focused on your crosshair when playing Magik, remove it so you're focused on Magik's hitbox instead. If you don't want to remove your crosshair, then just pay more attention to where Magik is positioned and aim with her body instead of your crosshair. Next up, the new team up. So Magik was added to the Doctor Strange won the team up, and now Magik gets a new move, Chain of Sitarak. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Magik unleashes the chain that links two enemies and slows them. The farther they are apart, the greater the slow effect inflicted during the link. This move is great for combos, which I'll get to later, but just know it's great when used in right situations like for peeling for supports, diving the enemy team supports, and putting people in uncomfortable positions that they would otherwise not be in. One habit I want you to get into when playing Magik is doing this. You can consider this combo 1, but you're not really going to use this as your main combo, right? It just goes primary melee, I just want you to get to the habit of every time you primary, you add a melee. This is good because it gives you a bit of extra damage at no extra cost. It's faster than killing a regular target. Here, I'll show right now. So here's without the melee. 4 slashes. And then with the animation cancel, or the melee, in 3. So I want you to get in that habit of doing that. If you have trouble with the timing, just do 1-2. Just count 1-2 like that. 1-2. And you should get it. I'm gonna do easiest to hardest. You're gonna see the easiest combo, hardest, and then yeah. So here's combo 1, primary melee, slash, primary melee. This combo is one of the easiest combos you can do because it requires the least amount of quote unquote skill. You need skill to probably get the kill, and you need to make sure your target does not get healed because it does exactly enough damage. I'll do it again, sped up, primary melee, slash, primary melee. There you go. One more time slowed. There. It's a quick combo. Next is instead of doing this, instead of the slash in the middle, you do a dash. Alright? So it look like this. Primary melee, dash, primary melee. Okay, so I'll do it in full speed. There you go. One more time. An extension to that combo is after you do the second primary melee, you add a slash. So like this, something like this. Okay, Wolverine. See, that combo does 350 HP. You know it's 350 HP because Wolverine has 350 HP, and it broke his passive.
It's not every day you bag a Wolverine.
Very large damaging combo and doesn't use any portals, so that's really good. So one more time, primary melee dash, primary melee slash. Quick combo, simple, easy. Yeah, you can do an extension of the first combo with the dash instead. Boom. You could even do it, add a little more damage in there. So watch, just grab grab Angela. Primary melee slash, primary melee dash, primary melee. That's an extension of the first combo. Does, what is that, 500 HP? No one in here has exactly 500, right? No, probably not. So once again, that's an extension of the first combo. I'll do it without damaging. Primary, melee, slash, primary, melee, dash, primary, melee. Full charge, dash, primary, melee. It's a simple combo. If you're a little far and need to close this gap, you can do that damage. There's no gap to close. If you need extra damage, do that. There's an extra way you can do this if you have trouble hitting your dash and you don't have enough time, and it's you do the full charge slash, then you do a portal, spin dash, and you wait, spin dash, go spin, it gives you a little bit extra time to align yourself. So like this gives you a little extra time to adjust yourself, make sure it's perfect. And you can get a little more damage. Only issue is it wastes one of your cooldowns, but hey, what can you do? Next combo. This requires a lot of cooldowns. Not really, just one extra, same amount of cooldowns as before. And this is the combo you'll probably see the most often on a Magik. And it goes portal, spin, dash, primary melee, slash. That was too fast, I'll do it without damaging. Portal, spin dash, and the way you spin dash is you go in the portal, do your spin, and then dash right after, immediately after. So you dash and do the spin at the same time. It gives that extra bit of damage. So the combo, let me go back over here. Combo is portal, spin dash, primary melee, slash. So spin dash, primary melee, slash. It's one of your combos you'll do pretty often, in my opinion. If ever. One of the combos you do very often. Portal, demon, primary melee, dash. Simple. Combo, that's the combo V2. Simple. Team up, demon, primary melee, dash. And then get the other one. This is great on supports. I'm telling you now, this is supports like worst nightmare because it's too fast. And most of the time, if you link two people together, one is most likely a support. One support is gonna panic, while the other one is most likely trapped. If the other support panics and they're gonna use one of their cooldowns to escape, for example, a Loki switching, a Invis jumping away, a cloak and dagger fading, rocket dashing, you know, all that, they're gonna probably panic and just try to escape. And if that happens, then you can get the other support quick things because they're all alone, and the other support cannot heal them because they're in the middle of their flee. So this combo is great. Also great at putting people in positions they don't like, 100%. And yeah, so I'm back. Playstyle time. Magik should be played as a pseudo dive / brawl type of character. Primarily, you'll be a dive, flanking, a predator waiting for its prey. Only for one support, fading back into the shadows, getting ready for the other support. As well as helping apply pressure in the front line with demons and combos, she can really do it all. Now you're probably wondering, which one of the two playstyles should you prioritize? Well, in my opinion, and in my hours of experience, I would prioritize diving and going for supports or DPS that you would have to target. So, I think that's everything that you need to know about Magik. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section. If you enjoyed and want to support me, please leave a like, subscribe, check out my Twitch, TikTok. Anyways, hope you have a good day. Peace.